All right. Hi guys, Matt Lemke here with Sean from Cool Mini or Not, and we're at the Cool Mini or Not booth in Gen Con 2018, or 51 if you prefer, and we're going to talk about some of the Cool Mini or Not stuff like
This is a new one we're super excited about. It is there's two versions of this game. There is the Deep Blue edition, which I'm holding right here, and there's also the Blazing Red edition. So Railroad Inc. is a roll and write game where you're rolling dice and you're working to extend railroad routes and also roadways, and you're trying to connect different cities with it. So each of the different editions has sort of a base game in it, but each of them also contain two little mini expansions. So, for example, in the Deep Blue edition, it adds a lakes expansion or also a rivers expansion. So you're rolling dice and setting up those routes, but you're also having to create lakes or make routes of rivers as well. The Blazing Red edition has much more destruction in it. It is lava and meteors, and so as you're building your routes, meteors are going to come crashing down and destroy them, and so you have to either get lucky or take advantage of the mineral deposits that the meteors leave behind. So there's a bunch of different ways to play these games all in one, and it's tiny. Yeah, it's beautiful.
So can they be played together?
Yes, they can. Yeah. So if you've got just one, it plays up to 6 players. If you've got both, you can play up to 12 players, because there are dry erase boards in here. So it's beautiful. You're not using a pad of paper or anything like that. Environmentally friendly, and it's playable by 12 players if you've got both editions together, which is great. So we're really looking forward to this one. Great response at the con so far.
Oh, so you actually roll the dice and you build with the dice and then you put them on a board, kind of like oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, so we're really excited about this one. Those tables have been full for almost all the con.
This is the board too.
No, the board itself is these little different individual dry erase boards that you get, and you roll the dice and then you draw on the boards.
So
themselves.
They all fold up?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, so that one's coming out in November.
They had a lot of fun making this.
You can tell, for sure.
Yeah, they definitely, I can tell.
Yeah. Ooh, the next one I want to talk about, this is another one that's been very, very hot for us throughout the duration of the con. So Newton is, it is a game where you're going to take on the role of students, scholars, looking to expand your knowledge and follow in the footsteps of Newton and some of the great thinkers of the time. So you're going to be traveling around Europe, you're going to be visiting different universities and historical sites, you're going to be expanding your knowledge down different tracks, and you're also going to be working for some money so you're able to do all your different adventures. And it has a very interesting action mechanic whereby each player has a personal board that is slightly asymmetrical, and people are going to play actions, and the strength of the action you can do is related to how many symbols of that action you have laid out on a certain round. So the first time you do a travel action, you may do it kind of weakly, but now that symbol is out there, and then the second time you do a travel action, you'll be able to do it stronger and stronger throughout the course of the game. And at the end of a year, one of those cards is going to go down and become a permanent action for you, so you have to decide how you want to design your gameplay throughout the rest of the game. So this one is a thinker. This one is a real thinker, but we're really excited about it. You're going to be thinking like Newton. You're going to be thinking
I can see that already, yeah.
Already, yeah. But it's about 90 to 120 minutes, and this one's coming out in November as well.
So you said year. I'm guessing that's a turn or a round.
It actually lasts a year. No.
Oh, the whole game is 1 year?
Yeah. No. You play through 5 years in the game.
That's where I was going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, very fun. This one, I would say, is for a little bit more experienced gamers, but I think that, it is one of the benefits of this game. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But one of the great things about this game is that it is, oh, that one's disappearing. Oh, there it is.
No, I was trying to flip it over for him.
it's interesting, simple rules, but difficult decisions.
Yeah, because you're probably looking 4 or 5 turns ahead.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you have to in this game for sure. For sure.
So every player has their own board.
Yep.
Can players affect other players' boards?
No, you can't affect other players' boards. However, what you do in the game is going to have an effect. There are certain rewards and prizes that are only there until somebody goes across them and claims them. So you're going to have to pay attention about what other players are doing and try and go a different route. The good thing about this game is there's many different routes to victory.
Okay. And that leads us to kick ass.
Oh my goodness. Can we say that? Can we say this on your channel?
I think we can say that on YouTube, yeah.
We can say it on YouTube. Okay, Kick-Ass, yes, we're excited about this one. So, the idea with Kick-Ass, one of the great things about the comic book and the movies is that Kick-Ass is about people who don't have superpowers but who are doing heroic things. And so, the idea in Kick-Ass is you play one of the superheroes from the comic book, and you are trying to work cooperatively to save New York City. However, you are also having to manage the hot mess that is your personal life. So you will, on one turn, maybe be fighting criminals in City Hall, and on another turn, you might be having to work your crappy day job so that you have enough money to buy a cool new cape or something. So each player has a dashboard where you're going to monitor your personal happiness, your strength level, your income, and how many YouTube or how many social media followers you have. Because what's the point in fighting crime if people are not reading your Twitter feed? And you're gonna, I mean that makes sense, right?
What's the point in doing this if you're not reading my Twitter feed?
Well, exactly. And so there are events that are going to come out that the heroes have to either conquer or there'll be some kind of punishment. If they conquer them, there'll be a reward, and if they've conquered enough of them, then the supervillain for the game is going to show up, and they're going to have to face off against him in our final battle. So there are 6 different supervillains in the game that you can face off against. There are 7 different
it's got minis.
Heroes. There are 45 miniatures in the game, which is awesome. And we look forward to seeing what people do with those all painted up. But yeah, so 6 different supervillains, 7 different heroes, and a bunch of minions, and some henchmen that are in there as well. And we've got all of New York City that you're going to be trying to defend as it gets overrun with the minions.
Very cool. It sounds like a lot of fun too.
Yeah, we're excited about it.
Actually, Newton sounds a little bit better to me now. But
yeah, well,
it's deep. I like.
You're a deep gamer.
Well, I like deep. I like abstract a lot.
Yeah.
But primarily, it's more like role playing, and miniatures is my wheelhouse.
Yeah, I hear that.
So, but when I do play my board games, I'm finding out that I like the more abstract, critical thinking type of games.
Yeah, I hear that.
I mean, there are some. Like I like Grizzled a lot.
Oh, sure.
And that wasn't really abstract / deep thinking at all. It's how can I screw my opponent?
Well, I should tell you about the Grizzled Armistice Edition. And here's a bonus one. Have you heard? Have I told you about that one yet?
I don't think you mentioned it yet.
Okay, so we've got the Armistice Edition for Grizzled, which is coming out November, and so it's the 100-year anniversary of the Armistice for World War I. And what it is a campaign game based on the Grizzled, where you take the base rules and then each different scenario tweaks it a little bit, and the scenarios go from the very start of the war all the way to the end of the war, and each different one has like a historical place in time where something that's happening is going to affect the way that you play the game. And we've added new recruits and helping hands, which are going to make the game harder or easier depending on which ones you're using. And it also comes with pre-painted miniatures for all the different soldiers, like pre-painted figures, and they look amazing.
Did Jen do them all?
No. although we would love to have her do it, but on her own it would be a lot of work.
Yeah, she's already overworked.
Yeah. Yes. She does amazing stuff, but we make her do a lot of it. Yeah.
And she doesn't complain, so
yeah.
It's like a match made in heaven. She likes to paint, and
It works out well for us.
yes.
Yes, it's awesome.
So, what else? Anything?
Those are the big things. We just finished off the Cthulhu Death May Die campaign, but late pledges are still available, so people can still pledge for that. And coming up on August 28th is the Starcadia Quest Kickstarter. So we're very pumped about that one. It's so Starcadia Quest. What they've done is they've streamlined the experience. So they've gotten rid of the campaign book. Now it's a campaign card, and the scenarios are set up randomly but very quickly. And each round, players are going to have an event card in their hand, which may mean moving monsters around or introducing new monsters to the board, or putting point tokens down in certain areas, or being able to do just different things. And so each round you're going to play your turn, and then you have to play your event card. So only you know what it is, but it has to get out there, and then you're going to draw another one. So you can kind of see what is going to happen and plan for how that event card is going to affect the game. Weapons now can only be used once until a player rests that character, and then they get flipped back over again. So a lot of little tweaks, but what we want to do is make something in the Arcadia universe that is faster, more streamlined, and like more accessible to like family gameplay more than anything else.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So we're excited about that.
Thank
one too.
you.
Thank
I
you.
think somebody's trying to cue in on you.
All right.
So I'll say bye, guys. Thank this guy. Stop by. Say hi. Later.
Hi guys, meet the Nibbles, who's gonna go down. She just decided not to go down my back, so we'll do this for her so she's comfy. Thanks for watching my video, and I appreciate it. Please hit the like button and share it if you know somebody who might be interested. And of course, there's always Twitter and the Facebook thingy, and soon I have a newsletter coming. That'll be down there or in a link below, and my kitty cat loves that idea. So anyway, there was one more thing. Oh yeah, subscribe. Be a part of my community, our community. Let's make it grow together. See you guys at a con somewhere, or a local store, or if I'm driving through the country, maybe a game club. I don't know. You're not gonna go knock down my camera. Bye, guys.